Hello YouTube, I'm late to the party, but better late than never. Today we're going to look at Story's Path of Destinies, which was a PS Plus game that was available around April 2016. Hopefully with my footage you can decide if this is the type of game you want to put some time into. If you go to pick the game up, it retails for around £9 in the UK and just under $17 Australian. This game is an action RPG where as you play through the course of the game, you will gain experience points which will help you rank up your character to become stronger and more efficient in battle. As you'll see from this bit of footage, there aren't too many enemy types in this game. That is a bit of a negative. You've got the standard crow who's being chopped up at the moment. You have a shielded crow, I think you can just see in the bottom left. And then there's like these support troops. They sort of just hover around trying to supply life to the shielded guys and the non-shielded guys. You have a button for attack, a button to block, a button to shoot out like a grapple that can sort of take the shields off the enemies, and then you have a dash move which later in the game can be upgraded to also cause damage to the enemies. As you'll see on screen, at the end of every battle you get a little combat report that shows how much XP you've earned, that shows if your style of attack was any way, mediocre, okay, good, superb. Obviously the better you do, the more XP you get. Also with every encounter, you will see the multiplier there ranking up. At the minute it's times 15, 16, 17 and so on. That should raise with every consecutive hit. If you time your strikes perfectly, you get a bonus, which I'm not able to do. There's a perfect strike, that gives you a bonus of like ×3 instead of 1 at a time. Occasionally you reach sections in the game where you have to use the grappling hook to make your way along the level. Once you have enough XP, you want to be making your way to the altars to buy yourself new abilities and just get your character stronger overall. Every so often you'll encounter these parts. It's a case of just avoiding the great balls of fire. Onward and upward, making our way towards the altar. That's it there, it sort of has a gargoyle. So as you'll see in this menu, there's at least 7 categories that you can upgrade. From your hook shot to your dash, combo, time slowdown, that kicks in when you block an enemy's attack. Combat, stats, well there's 2 there for stats. Within the first one you can upgrade your character's run speed. Under that you can upgrade his stamina. In the stat bar to the left of it is your health bar that you can upgrade and your mana bar for whenever you're using your sword's magical abilities. As you can see from my gameplay, although I've completed this game, there's still a few skills which haven't been unlocked or ranked up to max level. To get the true ending of the game, to be considered finished I suppose, you have to play the game multiple times. I've played the game somewhere along the lines of say 10 times. But there are 25 separate endings, so I suppose if you're very unlucky, you might have to play the game, the 5 chapters, 20 times before you unlock the true ending. But there should be something that allows you to sort of see the decisions you've made throughout the course of your gameplays, so that you can know to make adjustments to select different options going forward to try and unlock the true ending. Once you've completed the game a handful of times, there is something inside the game which sort of indicates what your choices should be to get the true ending, but I don't really want to give too much away right now. Once you've completed the game, you'll see yourself on this board. This board allows you to click on each of the cards representing an ending which you have now unlocked. When you select any of the cards there, it will give you a brief overview of the 4 main choices in the game that's got you to that ending. So for the first handful of times that you play the game, you could simply, check out the cards, try and remember or write down the decisions you've made. Spoiler alert, but here's some choices made in my playthrough. And it's nice as well that you get to see a summary, because the storylines are quite good. It's just that actually playing the game to get to the story at the end of each of the playthroughs can be a bit tedious and a bit boring at times. Okay, so this is the very first decision you have to make when beginning a new playthrough. I can't remember if this is how it looks at the very beginning of the game or if it's because I'm a few playthroughs in. But could anyone spot the subtle clue on that screen as to which decision possibly leads to the eventual true ending? Not only that, but that ship that didn't load in there, it has never loaded in through any of my playthroughs. This game would be fine for someone that's a bit short on time because you can complete any playthrough within, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes. Quite short. The action, there's not too much in it. These guys don't put up much of a challenge. I'm still happy that I got a few hours playthrough out of it. I'm glad I didn't purchase the game personally, but if you have it on PS Plus or it looks like your kind of thing, by all means, there's a few hours of gameplay there, and then if you want those trophies, there's a large chunk of grinding involved. But I'm sure it won't matter for any of you out there who's off those sweet, sweet platinums. So, throughout the course of the game, you will be upgrading your swords at these little carts. There's 4 swords in the game. There is Winterthorn, Firestorm, Hero Sword, Void Blade. Each of them have a unique attack. Winterthorn freezes enemies. Firestorm sets your enemies alight. Void Blade increases your character's speed. And the Hero Sword helps them to regain health. Once you've completed a few playthroughs though, I highly doubt you'll need any of these swords other than the one you begin with, which is the Hero Sword. I was able to just run through the game, finishing off enemies and completing it without switching weapons once. As you can see on this screen, throughout the game you find gems. You equip the gems to the gauntlet and they each give you nice little stat boosts such as physical resistance. It increases the resistance of physical damage by 40%. Elemental resistance raises my character's resistance towards spell damage by 40%, and then there's a few other gems down there. Treasure Hunter, Energy on Kill, Attack Speed, needless to say, increases your attack speed, allows you to gain energy for your weaponry every time you kill an enemy, and so on. Honestly, there isn't much more I could tell you about this game. It's very straightforward, very simple. I can say that there are no boss battles in this game. The enemies that you've seen on the screen are the enemies that you will face from start to finish. Sure, they may increase in number, but I can't really say in difficulty. If anyone watching this has any questions, if there's anything that I've left out, please feel free to comment in the comment section below and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. So my headset microphone just broke. I'm now using the PS4 earpiece that came with the PlayStation 4. FML, gonna keep it clean for now. If there's any thoughts or feelings on how the channel should progress, any tips, anything I could be doing better, I'm all for hearing it. Again, please in the comments section, and if I could get a like and a subscribe, it would be fantastic as it will all help towards growing and maintaining this channel. Thank you very much and hope to see you again next time.